Well, we're still at it. Happy Boxing Day, and I hope that your holidays are coming up well. Thank you so much for keeping it at TV47. I am here to let you know what is in the world of news. My name is Linda Alela. Thank you once again for joining me this very evening as we look at what is here. And we have lots lined up for you, including just taking a look at what is still about the Christmas mood and what's happening with the roads, certainly what is playing out where you are and beyond. Karibu sana. Let's get you, updated as we first of all take a look at the highlights.
Tonight, 4 people lost their lives this morning in Busia County, with 1 left in critical condition following a severe road accident. Residents of Konga Town, Migori County, stop a police station after police officers allegedly killed a teacher.
Na huyu ni nani ameuawa? Mbona huyu ni ndugu yako? Kwenda kuangalia kweli alikuwa ni ndugu yangu amelala chini. Mungu wangu tutafanyaje Mungu wangu?
Also, a family from Turkana County celebrates the return of their relative who had been imprisoned in Ethiopia.
Na vile alipata ajali akapelekwa Ethiopia, sisi tulipata shida sana.
Our sign language interpreter is Rhoda Nyamai. Once again, my name is Linda Alela, and this is TV47 Daily Report. The broadcast begins right away. 4 people have been killed on the spot after the driver of a lorry lost control and hit them in the Bulemia area of Budalangi, Busia County. Elizabeth Atino with the details.
Tears, pain and sorrow was the mood that dominated the air at this farewell home in Budalangi, Busia County. These women are mourning the demise of 4 people who perished in a Tuesday morning accident.
Mmoja mwenye alikuwa karibu na mimi sana naitwa Lea Eliza huyo. Nimemwona ameaga. Lea ameaga. Na nimesikia sister yake mkubwa pia amepelekwa hospitali Busia yako kwa hali mahututi. Nasikia walipata ajali huko Bulemia. Sijui walikuwa wanavuka barabara wakasimama kando wangoje pikipiki. Wakagongwa huko na lori. Sasa nimeconfirm Lea ameenda. Lea ameenda lakini imeniumiza sana. Imeniumiza sana.
According to witnesses, the deceased was standing by the roadside waiting for a motorbike to ferry them to Mohobola in Bunyala when the lorry loaded with sand lost control and veered off the road, killing them on the spot.
Shangaa sana vile gari imepata ajali hapa kwa sababu area hii gari imepata ajali ni black spot na hii gari ilikuwa inatoka upande inapanda mlima. Sasa kutoka sehemu ya mteremko kwenda juu. Sasa hii gari vile ilipata hiyo ajali, mimi nashangaa sana, lose control namna gani ikatoka left hand side kwenda right hand side.
Confirming the incident, Bunyala OCPD Isaiah Mose said the truck was headed to Busia from Port Victoria Road when the driver lost control. However, angry residents say these bottles of liquor found on the scene could mean that the truck driver was drunk, hence causing the tragic accident.
Watu nadhani walikuwa wanaendesha hii gari kama wamelewa, maana ndani ya hiyo gari kulikuwa na machupa za bia hapo ndani ya hiyo gari, hiyo lori.
Police say bodies of 2 men involved in the accident are yet to be identified. 1 person is in critical condition and is receiving treatment at the Busia County Referral Hospital. Elizabeth Atieno, TV47.
And police were forced to lob tear gas canisters, that is against residents in Konga East, Migori County, who were demonstrating over the death of a teacher on Christmas Day. The angry residents had stormed the police station, alleging that the deceased was fatally shot by an officer. The residents had earlier blocked the Kenya to Tanzania route with burning tires and twigs before engaging police in running battles.
Boxing Day witnessed a different form of boxing and chaotic scenes in Konga town after angry residents stormed a police station following the killing of a 33-year-old local teacher. Residents claiming that the police officers on patrol had a hand in the death of the primary teacher. Locals claim a group of police officers were engaged in a brawl with residents on Christmas night and were engaged in a fight before it ended up in the fatal shooting of Samuel Muturi.
Kweli asubuhi nilikuwa nimejiandaa kwenda kanisani, tuko na mkutano. Nikastukia watoto wangu wanasema, na huyu ni nani ameuawa? Mbona huyu ni ndugu yako? Kwenda kuangalia kweli alikuwa ni ndugu yangu amelala chini. Mungu wangu tutafanyaje Mungu wangu?
Askari wameua mtu Konga. Na wao askari wenyewe akawa nasema ni Oria. Oria yeye mwenyewe amesumbua sana hapa Konga. Mimi nashangaa sana kwani hiyo Oria yeye ni kitu gani huyo?
Police were forced to lob tear gas canisters to disperse the crowd while firing in the air to repulse the crowd. For the better part of the day, the residents engaged police in running battle after barricading roads.
Kuna baadhi ya maskari wako hapa wananyanyasa watoto hawa vibaya sana. Wanapenda pombe. Sasa wanazunguka humu wakisanya watoto wakipeleka kujaza kwa sel.
Kwa kisa kila mara tumeindwa tumekuwa manyama kila wakati ni malisasi.
According to eyewitnesses, a group of police officers were engaged in a barroom brawl with residents on Christmas night, and in retaliation, they allegedly shot dead Samuel Muturi. Further, the police were accused of harassing residents during Christmas night, with some residents narrating that around midnight, while heading to their home, several police officers had accosted them.
Tulikuwa na huyu jamaa. Tukatoka huko. Tukakuja mpaka hapa. Venye tulikuja tukafika hapa, tulikuwa na kuna brother yake alikuwa hapo ndani. Nikaruka, nikashika dirisha hivi, nikaruka nikakaa ndani. Huyu mshana akapita, ndo akarudi. Venye alirudi, mimi kukuja nikapata huyu jamaa amekufa.
While confirming the incident, Konga East Police Boss Patrick Njoroge says investigations into the incident have been launched.
The DCIO is handling the case. We are recording statements from any witness who has anything that he or she has to say concerning that incident. But the initial report was that there were robbers who were robbing people along the road at near a bar called Vanna, and that is where the incident happened.
Mwagi William, TV47.
And as the rest of the world celebrated Christmas holiday, tension is building up in Maya area in Garissa North after GSU police officer and his National Police reservist counterpart were yesterday shot and killed by cattle bandits, and when they were actually pursuing stolen livestock in the area. Police said that the bandits made away with an unconfirmed number of livestock, even though the anti-stock theft unit and GSU were able to recover 58 heads of cattle or of livestock, as Micah Gungu details.
At least 2 people were killed by bandits in Maya area in Garissa North Monday morning as tension rose high in the area following reported livestock theft. According to County Police Commander Soyanka Cunningham, the bandits were able to walk away with an unconfirmed number of livestock, while police from anti-stock theft and GSU were able to recover more than 58 livestock.
Hapo tu siku hiyo askari wetu tuliweka ambush na mwendo wa saa 9 hivi usiku wakapatana na majangili na walipigana. Unfortunately tukapoteza 1 officer na askari wa kitengo cha akiba, yani National Police Reservist mmoja. So tukapoteza askari 2.
More police officers have been deployed in the northern grazing land areas to beef up patrols and are on a mission to recover the remaining number of livestock.
Lakini tunaamini kwamba Kuna majeruhi kwa upande ya majangili kwa sababu pia ilikuwa ni vita na vita ikuagi ikielekezwa kwa upande moja. Lazima walikuwa na majeruhi pia, lakini hatujapata mwili wowote.
The incident left residents of the affected area in fear, even after Interior CS Kithira Kindiki visited the area on Friday last week during 140 NPR officers pass out.
Wenye kutoka huko wako na vitugi mingi hata kushinda hao wetu wenye kupewa vitugi. Sasa hapa uko na hatari.
Kwa mea hakuna security, ng'ombe zetu zimeenda zote njana na hakuna hata moja imerudi. Hata zangu zimeenda na saa hizi hata nyumbani hakuna hata moja. So naomba serikali tusaidie, na hata KPR wetu ambao walikuwa training walipewa bunduki ambazo hazina risasi. Walipewa risasi 20. So tunaomba angalau mtu apewe risasi 100.
Kama ni mchana kuna patrols na usiku kuna ambushes. Na tunahakikisha kwamba kutakuwa na utulivu katika eneo letu.
Mike Kagwango, TV47.
And Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki has announced that the Ministry of Interior is set to allocate a minimum of about 7 billion shillings annually for the enactment of security officers' equipment. Speaking in Baringo today, Kindiki shared that the government has sanctioned a 5-year program for the purpose with a budget of at least 37 billion shillings. The initial allocation was 20 billion, but President William Ruto endorsed an additional 17 billion, underscoring his commitment to prioritizing the nation's security.
We know that for a long time there have been issues that we have been meaning to do, to improve on your conditions of service and also to improve on your equipping you and kitting you to be able to do your job. As we close the year, I am happy to announce that we are almost there. And maybe by the time I make another trip here, you will have seen a lot of changes. I was just telling you seniors here that one of the things that this administration sought to do from the very beginning was to make sure that we modernize the equipment of our officers, because we realized for some time there has not been good investment in upgrading and modernizing our equipment. The government did approve a 5-year program of modernization of equipment, which is going to spend 37 billion shillings. Initially it was 20 billion, but the government through President Ruto decided to increase that amount, and therefore we'll be spending an average of 7 billion shillings every year to modernize your equipment. The first purchases have been done. They have already been loaded. I have been monitoring the progress of the arrival, and I am happy to report that between 7 and 10 days from today, the first equipment involving APCs, MRAPs, personal protection items, drones or unmanned aerial vehicles, which are armored, and aircraft. The first installment is on the way, and we'll be receiving it at the Port of Mombasa in the next 1 week or at most 10 days.
And police are investigating the theft of oxygen cylinders worth 270,000 shillings from the Busia County Hospital, discovered when guards were exchanging shifts on Christmas morning. The incident was reported by the hospital's head of maintenance, Joseph Odunga, who actually says the 9 missing cylinders was an anomaly as the storage unit was under 24-hour surveillance, and it was still a mystery as to how the cylinders were moved undetected out of the hospital. Busia County Police Commander Cleti Kimai now says police officers visited the scene with a preliminary investigation showing that the rear door was broken into and that the 2 guards who were on a shift the previous night have been held in custody to assist with investigations. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi appears to have joined Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa's slogan on how the current regime inherited a dilapidated economy. However, as Grace Kanja now tells us, Mudavadi, who yet again admitted that the cost of living in Kenya is high, said that instead of lamenting, the government has opted to instead rectify the mistakes of the past for a better Kenya.
Prime CS, who is on record advising Kenyans to tighten their belts for the next 2 years before the strategies being employed by the current administration start bearing fruits, has reiterated that he is aware the cost of living is high.
Watu wanalalamika na ni kweli mambo yamekuwa mazito. Mimi siwezi ficha, it is true. Mimi nilikuwa waziri wa fedha, najua hakuna pesa mfukoni. Mimi najua hiyo. Ni ukweli ama ni uongo? Ni ukweli ama ni uongo? Kwa hivyo agenda yetu, na ndio kwa sababu mimi nasema tusipoteze watu kwa siasa. Tuwahudumie, tuweke sera ambazo zitabadilisha haya maneno ili uzito utoke kwa mwananchi, ndio tuanze kuona nafuu.
Mudavadi appeared to borrow DP Gachagwa's words on how they found the economy under President Uhuru's regime, but added that there is a glimmer of hope.
Mimi nikisimama hapa hata nilalamike kwa sababu yale tulipata kule ni mazito. Ni mazito. Siwezi kuwadanganya, lakini kazi yangu sasa si kulia. Kwa sababu mlituchagua kama serikali tuende turekebishe. Sasa juhudi yetu ni kunyorosha, sio kulalamika yale tulipata, lakini yalikuwa maovu.
The Foreign and Diaspora Affairs boss further seized the moment to emphasize on the need for politicians to uphold the rule of law, a factor he observed will enable the country to avoid plunging into anarchy, while at the same time calling on the political class to shun politicking.
Tujue bado kuna Christmas 3 katikati kabla mjafika mambo ya campaign. Campaign election is 2027. Mimi nataka nihimize viongozi wetu. Right now, let us focus tuhudumie wananchi, tuwafanyie kazi kwa sababu election iko mbali.
The CS also added weight on the importance of putting the youth at the heart of the government's service delivery plan.
Lengo letu tulenge wale vijana, tulenge 70%. Tulenge 70%. Planning yetu, fikira zetu, mipangilio zetu, resources zetu, tulenge wale 70%.
Mudavadi was speaking during the 44th edition of the annual Vihiga Cultural Festival in Vihiga County. Grace Kanja, TV47.
And victims of the recent witnessed floods who are currently residing in pitched camps are crying out for justice, citing the difficulties that they are facing in the living conditions that they are in, with complaints such as challenges in getting health services and lack of food, as Nelly Lusigi details.
This is the picture that paints the situation in one of the camps in Garissa North, County. Residents here decrying of the difficulties in accessing healthcare as well as lack of food.
Hatuna madharbala za kujificha kwa nini, kwa mvua, kwa jua. Sasa wao wanapita hapa wanasema hamuishi hapa, hamkai hapa. Tutaishi vipi au tutakaa vipi hapa venye tunakaa hapo? Juzi wamekuja na vitu hapo, mimi napika chakula hapo kwa sufuria. Moto nimepika, mvua ikakuja, chakula yangu moto ikazimika, chakula yangu imejaa maji, wamesimama hapo wanatuambia hata hamkai hapo, hampike hapo.
The victims who relocated here due to the adverse effects of the recent floods narrate on how tough it has been for them, also expressing their fear, indicating that they are at risk of contracting cholera.
Watu hawajatufikia. Kuanzia siku hiyo ambayo tumekuja hapa, watu wa health wamefika mara moja pale mwanzo kabla kipindupindu ama hiyo mlipuko wa cholera, sijui ni cholera ni nini. Kuanzia siku hiyo kabla haijatokea kitu wametupitia hapa, wakaja kanishandikisha na wao walikuwa ni watu healthy, kuanzia wameenda mpaka waleo hatujaona watufikia hapa.
Led by Garissa MCA Mahmoud Gabo, the victims have called on the region's leadership not to play favorism in the distribution of relief food.
Precautions zote na watu ya public health officers na wale wenye kuwasaidia wanaitwa che ama nani wale wenye kuwasaidia community assistants wale wanazungukia na wao waweze kuzunguka vijijini kuhamasisha watu kwamba cholera imeingia na precautions za kuchukua ni hii.
The victims are now calling on the national government and the county government of Tana River to intervene and enable them to get reprieve.
Vile Gashaga vile Hidman amesema ametusaidia na gunia 2 na maharage nusu. Tukagawanya kilo moja.
They have also called on other relevant stakeholders and well-wishers to intervene to enable them to get to solve the situation that has been a thorn in their flesh. Nelly Lusigi, TV47.
Thanks, Nelly, for that. And as the border dispute between Kwale and Kilifi counties continue to brew, Kwale Governor Fatuma Achani has weighed in on the matter, blaming the local administrators in both counties for collaborating with the private investors against the locals. His sentiments have been supported by other leaders in Kwale who insist that the rights of the people of Kwale must be defended. However, the local administrative officials have refuted these claims, saying that the dispute is over grazing land. Meanwhile, the matter on the border dispute is now in court.
Ile Kwale ya juzi na jana ambao viongozi walikuwa wanaletwa kama county commissioners ama DCCs kuja kunyang'anya watu wa Kwale ardhi Gogasira Pindi. Kama leo hii county commissioner hatotambua viongozi waliochaguliwa na mwananchi wa chini, ana haki ya kuendelea kazi kweli.
Sasa hili likapate kuwa onyo kwamba kama wao hawataki wanasiasa, na sisi wao nao pia hatuwataki hao kwa Kwale. Kama wao hawataki hawa watu wa Kilifi hapa, sisi pia nasi hatuwataki hapa. Na mheshimiwa gavana, kula jambo kila njia ifanyike, lakini hawa watu ni muhimu warudi kule walikotoka. Wakapelekwe mahali ambapo watafanya ile kazi wanaotaka wao kule, lakini si hapa. Hapa hatutachezewa mashamba yetu.
Hatutakubali na tutasimama na wananchi wa Kanjaoke na tutasimama na Kwale kwa jumla. Hakuna rasilimali ya Mkwale itatoka kwenda mahali pengine.
Kwa hakika sisi wakaaji wa sublocation ya maji ya chumvi tunajua mpaka, tunajua wale ambao wako Kwale, tunajua wale ambao wako Kilifi. Sisi ni wamoja kwa sababu sisi ni wa Kenya, sisi ni wapenda amani, na hata ukiwa uko Kilifi ni ujijue uko wapi, na kama uko Kwale ujijue uko wapi.
Youth in the country have been urged to embrace games and sports as a way of earning a living through their untapped talents. This is according to Nakuru Governor Susan Kihika during a Boxing Day tournament that is in Nakuru, where dozens of youth walked away with awards, as our very own Chichi Josephine details.
Young people drawn from different teams across Nakuru County benefited from cash awards in a football and volleyball tournament sponsored by the Sports to Nakuru Governor Samburu.
Goalkeeper,
During the event, President William Ruto's aide Farouk Kibat and Nakuru Governor Susan Kihika held such initiatives, saying they are beneficial to the youth, most of whom are grappling with drugs and substance abuse.
It's a great way to grow their talent, because you can see that some of them are very good in the field, and I believe in helping them grow their talent, we help strengthen them and get away from things that are harmful to them.
Michezo kama hii inasaidia vijana wetu, hasa msimu huu ambao shule zimefungwa, wanakuwa kwamba licha ya kwamba waende shuleni, wana jambo la kufanya katika michezo, wanacheza football. Kwa hivyo hakuna vile tuna expect waweze kufanya mambo mabaya.
Farouk urged institutions such as NYS to consider trainees with such talents in their recruitment. He also called upon the Ministry of Sports to use the Talanta Hela Fund to support youth with talent around the country.
hata sasa NYS waanze kuchukua watoto wao kutoka hapa. These are talents. Na mwisho wachakuliwe wawe jeshi, wawe polisi, kwa sababu tunataka pia kutafutia wao nafasi ya kufanya kazi. Serikali kuu kupitia waziri Ababu na Mwamba, hii pesa ya talent, pesa inaitwa talanta ela, sasa waje hapa Ngata, wangekuwa hapa kupeana hiyo pesa. Kwa hivyo tunatoa mwito kwamba pesa isikuishie at Nairobi Nyayo Stadium.
In a volleyball tournament, Ngata United won against Salga after scoring 3 goals as Salga scored 1 goal. Chichi Josephine, TV47.
Check. Haya, cheza para Konga vizuri kabisa.
And youth came out in droves in Busia County during the Christmas period to showcase their talents, an initiative that was also in various other counties such as Kwale and Kirinyaga. The youth were advised to hone their talents from their future benefits in the landscape where the youth are suffering from staggering rates of unemployment.
As people went about their Christmas errands, pomp and color dictated the talent display ceremony at the Busia Polytechnic grounds as Busia ACK Church Compassion Youth exhibited their prowess. Youth aged below 13 years did not disappoint as they displayed the best of their talents in different categories such as dancing, drum set playing, as well as traditional dance. According to Compassion Director Emily Gona, it was a day of reckoning as her institution marked a milestone in talent nurturing, adding that these activities keep young girls and boys out of dangers such as drug abuse and teenage pregnancies.
As you know, youths are engaged in so many things. If you engage them in things that are creative, like the talent nurturing and things like that, it helps them to at least be more productive in life. We will really make good use of your kids so that waweze kukuza talanta yao, watoke kwa the vices that are in the community. Here we did our music festivals in the schools, and this is the year that we did our best. We scooped 4 trophies in the nationals, and we did not just scoop trophies. We performed in the state house, and that was a very big impact to us. And one of the songs that played during the State House concert is one of our own composed songs.
Ruth Nekesa, a student at Nangina Girls, attested to achievements in talent nurturing courtesy of Compassion under the ACK Church. Her sentiments were echoed by Elizabeth Atieno, a Form 1 student at Busia Girls High School.
Today it has been an important day. Mimi kwanza imekuwa siku nzuri kwangu kwa sababu leo watu wengi wameweza kusikia nyimbo zangu. I want to be a doctor and part-time a great singer of Christian music. Yes, when I was in grade 3, class 3, my PD here told me to engage in music practice. Tukwanga tunaenda devotion. Si kuanga naimba, nilikuwa nasimama line ya nyuma. Lakini akakuja siku moja akaniambia, Ruth, try it. Nikaanza hapo polepole, kuimba polepole, although sikuwa naenda na rhythm ya keyboard, but venye time iliendelea, nilikuja nikajua.
Kenye kimenichangamsha ni kuwa tumeweza kuonyesha talanta zetu huko nje. Hata watu wengine pengine wameona na wamefurahia.
The Christmas season has seen various talent searches conducted in several counties, such as Kwale and Kirinyaga, where youth have been encouraged to grow their talent as they might end up being important for their future.
Still on youth and talent, development stakeholders from Kirinyaga County have conducted talent searches in the county. Speaking during the Njuki Ward Talent Search that is in Kirinyaga County, finals at Gashada Primary School, James Bundi, one of the organizers, says that they have gone around the villages and identified many talents, among them youth, but a lack of proper scouting programs has led to a waste of talent. The youth claim that many talents are going to waste due to lack of support and a failure, that is, by the government to set up a state-of-the-art facility where they can harness their talents.
And we are happy to see that we have a number of our youth who are very gifted in many ways. And what I would like to say, I would like to request our leaders across the board, from the county government all the way to the national government, that we should have a place for developing our talent to ensure that youth have a future in this country. Not everybody can secure employment, but everybody coming from God has a gift, a very special gift, and all we need is to support them with finances, have something like a talent center where youth can meet, showcase, and also encourage them to go far in terms of pursuing their talents.
Tuko na lengo. Lengo ya kwanza, tukishaelewa ni nini na ni vipaji gani zilipo, tungependa kuwa na mahala ambapo hawa watu wote wako na vipaji wanaweza kuwa wanaenda wakapata mafundisho, wakapata kuelekezwa. Wakishaelewa haya yote, tuwaunganisha na wale ambao wako na ujuzi, ili na wale wako na ujuzi waweze kuwasaidia kukuza zile vipaji. Na tukishafanya hapo, tukue na center ambayo tunaita GOtv Talent Development Center.
Let's nurture our kids from the time they are little to we mold them mpaka penye wamefika, so that you support your child, at least maybe that child one day one time she'll be the one to support you in future. So wazazi tafadhali, let's unite hard and support our kids.
And TV47 Daily Report takes a short break. We are back with more, so don't you go anywhere.
Wanasema wasemao kuwa elimu ni bahari haiishi kwa kuchotwa. Wakati mwingi natangamana na wanafunzi madarasani, sio kama mwalimu bali kama nahodha kwenye kipindi cha tasnia ya elimu. Na iwapo utanikosa madarasani, basi utanipata nyanjani nikisaka habari zenye usawa, ufasaha na ukweli. Na iwapo utanikosa nyanjani, bila shaka utanipata studioni, hapa nikisoma habari na kuendesha mijadala mikomavu. Mimi ni Andrin Kilemi, mpenzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili na elimu kwa jumla.
They say money makes the world go round. So let's slow things down a bit. Put things in perspective. From the markets to the streets to the stocks, we make the complex comprehensible. Join me, Hibak Said, on TV47 Business News for market insights like never before.
What's making headlines?
Welcome back to TV47's Daily Report, and we take a look at what's more in the world of news. A young man from Turkana who was arrested in Ethiopia and jailed for 6 months has been released, or was released, after Turkana leaders led by Governor Jeremiah Rukai intervened following diplomatic talks that led to the young man's release. The boy is alleged to have caused a motorbike accident that killed a minor in Ethiopia, as our reporter, that is from Turkana, Kirinyaga, tells us.
It is a long journey from Lodwar to Jinga town in Ethiopia. A journey to receive this young man who was jailed after causing an accident that led to the death of a child from the Dashnas community of Ethiopia 6 months ago in the Omorate town. We arrive here at around 2 o'clock in the morning. This young man has just been released and handed over to his parents and leaders from Turkana County.
Nilimkanyaga mtoto wa Ethiopia, nikashikwa nikapelekwa jela Dinga. Nikajiuliza, serikali yangu itakuja kunisaidia kweli?
Representatives from Turkana County government held a consultation with Ethiopian leaders and agreed to release the boy in order to maintain peace at the border of Kenya and Ethiopia.
Through the leadership of the governor, he was able to intervene with the president of South Omo region and talked with him and agreed in order to maintain the relationship they have had with the South Omo communities. They were able to decide and agree so that the boy can be released.
The boy was arrested in our government, so we released to the Turkana County, bring to the handover to the Turkana County.
The family of the boy did not hide their joy as the boy is the only child in the family.
Mtoto alisaliwa akiwa ni mtoto mmoja tu peke yake kwa familia yetu.
Huyu ndio mtoto wangu, nilikuwa namtegemea. Nashukuru na Potkan na serikali mzima kwa kuniletea mtoto akiwa hai.
Nimerudishwa kwa nchi yangu, nikakutana na watu wangu niliokuwa nimetengana nao.
In the Kokro area of Turkana North sub-county, people came out and received the young man while the governor of Turkana County, Jeremiah Lomrukai, praised the action of the Ethiopian nation for the release of the boy.
Wote tumekusanyika hapa kwa ajili ya kufurahia uhusiano yetu, uhusiano ya Kenya na serikali jirani ya Ethiopia, kwa kutuangalia sisi kama majirani wema na kutupatia mtoto huyo bila kutupatia masharti mengi.
In addition, the leaders have promised to work together with neighboring countries such as Uganda, Ethiopia and South Sudan to maintain peace at the borders.
Any good person who wants to join us, let that person join us for peace, but not for destroying the good things we want to do, so that we link our corridors, even the corridor of Uganda, South Sudan, and even Uganda.
Kitty Omika, TV47, Kokro area in Turkana County.
Well, certainly a good Christmas for that family. Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and his wife, Shepherd Dorcas Rigathi, yesterday welcomed hundreds of children to an exciting Christmas party at his home in Madeira, Nyeri County. Sheila Chelangat now reports.
More than 4,000 children started thronging into the Deputy President's residence as early as 7 a.m. for the party. Songs, dance and entertainment, including police parade shows, dominated the party. This followed the Deputy President's promise to the children in October this year during a working visit in the Mount Kenya region. Games, dance, music rented the air, with other activities such as face painting, jumping in bouncing castles and bicycle riding being available. The highlight of the ceremony was the feast prepared for the Deputy President's little guests.
Children, and I want you to enjoy yourselves and make sure you are not messing around, but the message is Christ is born and you are going to be great children.
The Deputy President took the opportunity to address how the CBC curriculum considers the needs of children.
Young children, you know, our government has employed 56,000 teachers to make sure that the pupil-teacher ratio is improved. And therefore, we are going to have a very good education program for our children.
The children were promised a similar event in the coming year.
The work of our police officers is to take care of Kenyans. And that is why I'm very happy that our police officers have spent time playing with you, taking care of you, dancing with you, dancing for you. That is a new Kenya.
Many children in attendance were very elated, with many here saying they are yearning for the next event next year. Sheila Chelangat for TV47.
And out to this unfortunate piece, more than 10 people have lost their lives in the last 6 months at the Ramus gold mines along the West Pokot and Turkana counties border. Some are ambushed by bandits while at the mining center, while some are attacked on their way to Ramus. TV47 tonight breaks it down by painting you a picture of the famous Ramus gold mines, highlighting the insecurity situation in this very farm and those who are seeking justice after their loved ones lost their lives in the hands of bandits.
Ramus Center, one of the busiest centers along the West Pokot and Turkana counties border, where mining of gold is the order of the day, but very risky for locals due to insecurity.
Ninafanya kazi kwa masaa matatu, saa zingine mawili, unasikia ndio hao wanakuja, inabidi tukimbie mlima.
Tunaona kama hii ni Jainamu, tuko Jainamu sai. Na baada hatujafikia Jainamu ile ya Mungu kamili.
Kuna siku tunapumua, hata asubuhi watu wamepigana, hata jana. Hata saa hii kidogo wataanza. Hakuna siku atanyamaza. Na kenye tu tunashangaa kweli, hii senda hatuna kitu ya kutuchunga naye. Sisi tuko shida kwa hii senda. Kama saa 12 tumejifungia kwa nyumba.
Unaona hata mimi nimeshindwa kwenda kazi. Nitakana kwenda Mburioni, sijaenda kazi. Ninalala na wabundi hapa. Sasa sijui nitalipwaje. Kama mama hapa anauawa kama kuku, mtu anauawa kama mwingine mpigo maliza sichusi hapo juu. Bulima hapa. Mguu shup. Kako hospitali sahi. Mwingine hapa risasi limekuwa hapa. Alija kutoka hata mpaka sahi.
Galia sahi mimi nakaa ni kama hata sina hata shilingi moja sahi kwa sababu ya shida. Hii vita hii. Nani atanisaidia?
For the past 6 months, more than 10 people have lost their lives here in these gold mines, where they have been ambushed either while mining, supplying water to the gold mines, or even being attacked while on their way to Ramus by suspected bandits and cattle rustlers.
Kwa hivyo tukitaka kwenda nyumbani lazima tunahofia Mungu, tunaomba Mungu tusaidie. Tukifuka tena tukirudi ndio hivyo. Kwa hivyo sisi tena tunahitaji serikali itusaidie ama gavana wetu atusaidie ni barabara.
While packaging this story, we are escorted by a heavy security team, a multi-agency team undertaking a security operation in the area. We use the Kasai-Ramus Road, the only road that connects the two centers, passing through the forest. It is very risky as along the way, the security team narrates to us how the bandits stage an ambush, killing anyone who uses this road. Their motive is either to block them from accessing Ramus or just kill with impunity, and this gives us panic and fear, but the security team assures us that everything will be fine. Before we arrive at Morita, while on our way, we see clothes of a man and woman soaked with blood hung beside the road, and we are told that 4 days ago, a man with his wife riding on a motorbike from Kasai to Morita met their death here after being shot by bandits who sprayed on them an unknown number of bullets. This raises more tension on us.
Wawili walikaa hapa, mmoja alikaa pande ile. So wakati yule wa pande ile anaongojea pande hii. Yule wa pande hii wanaongojea pande hiyo. Sasa wakati pikipiki ilianza kuchange gear hapa hivi, ndio hawa wakapiga hawa watu risasi. Ndio wakakufa pale wale watu tatu wakiwa na mama. Mama alipoanguka wale watu wakakimbilia kukata skati na wakaenda nayo.
When we arrive at the center, the tension shoots up again, with locals staring at us, some locking themselves in their houses, thinking that an attack is about to happen. We head to the gold mines where barely 2 months ago, a water bowser trying to supply water to a mining farm here was heavily attacked by bandits, shooting those on board to death after spraying them with over 50 bullets. The bowser is seen parked and abandoned in the gold mines, and locals narrate to us how their loved ones were killed by bandits, and up to now, they are yet to receive justice.
Kuna gari hapa juu imepigwa risasi zaidi ya 52, cabin ya gari moja, cabin ya gari inapigwa risasi ya 52. Ni kitu ya kushangaza sana. Kwa hivyo serikali, tafadhali, hii insecurity, tafadhali jaribuni, kwa sababu mko na means yote, mko na arms zote, inaweza kukabi insecurity area hii.
This gold mine has not only provided income to the people living here, but also attracted other communities from different parts of the country, others even as far as Uganda, in order to earn a living. The region is extremely remote, characterized by impassable roads, dense vegetation, and limited network connectivity, creating an environment conducive to bandit activity. It raises the question of employing advanced technologies like drone cameras for tracking bandits.
Tuko na uwezo kama serikali iko na uwezo, kuna officers ya kutosha ambao wanaweza kufanya hivyo. Vile vile tutaandaa mikutano kadhaa na our counterparts upande ule wa Turkana ili kuhakikisha kwamba eneo hili inakuwa na amani ya kutosha.
While the use of drones is strongly advocated, concerns arise about the time it would take for security officers to reach a crime scene, given that the GSU camp is located several kilometers away from this area.
Wanasema wasemao kuwa elimu ni bahari haiishi kwa kuchotwa. Wakati mwingi natangamana na wanafunzi madarasani, sio kama mwalimu bali kama nahodha kwenye kipindi cha tasnia ya elimu. Na iwapo utanikosa madarasani, basi utanipata nyanjani nikisaka habari zenye usawa, ufasaha na ukweli. Na iwapo utanikosa nyanjani, bila shaka utanipata studioni hapa nikisoma habari na kuendesha mijadala mikomavu. Mimi ni Andrin Kilemi, mpenzi wa lugha ya Kiswahili na elimu kwa jumla.
They say money makes the world go round. So let's slow things down a bit. Put things in perspective. From the markets to the streets to the stocks, we make the complex comprehensible. Join me, Hibak Said, on TV47 Business News for market insights like never before.
What's making the headlines? What does it mean to you? How does it affect you? We answer all these questions every Sunday for half an hour on To The Point Show. Hey, I'm Grace Kirinyaga, and a lot has happened this week. Let's dive into it.
The news that matters the most is the one that hits close to home. When disasters strike, we are there to inform you. When the bullets are flying, we tell you who's shooting and why. Reporting on your victories, your health, your money, your security, your past, present, and future. We are interested in telling the stories of creativity, hard work, and resilience that you are known for.
That is our job. This is my job. My name is Victor Muyakane, and it's my honor to bring you this news this way every Thursday night on the home of Untold Stories.
Katika majengo haya, hapa ndipo sheria zinapotungwa na zinapopakuliwa. Nitakuletea viongozi mbalimbali, mirengo mbalimbali, wote kwa pamoja wakipika na kupakua. Tutawapa nafasi kuweza kuangazia changamoto na mafanikio ya ugatuzi katika ukumbi wa siasa kila siku ya Jumanne kuanzia saa 1 kamili na kuendelea.
Toka eneo hili la Naivasha,
kwenye kaunti 032, gatuzi la Nakuru.
Kutoka kaunti ya Elgeyo Marakwet, kaunti 028.
Nikiripotia runinga ya TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Wajir.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Turukana.
Kwa matukio yote yanayojiri katika kaunti hii 012.
Kutoka kaunti nambari 1, kaunti ya Mombasa.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Lamu.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka Kisii County.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Machakos.
Kutoka kaunti hii ya Trans Nzoia.
Kaunti 038.
Kutoka gatuzi nambari 029, kaunti ya Nandi, chemichemi ya mabingwa.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Kakamega.
Itakuwa nikiripotia runinga ya TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Bungoma.
Jina langu ni Paula Munio.
Willy Dennis Jiru.
Fabian Kibet.
Mimi ni Hashim Jimal.
Mimi ni Kitio Mika Masai.
John Javakiania.
Jina langu ni Abdulaziz Nameka.
Mimi ni Kombo Alfayo.
Jina langu ni Nicholas Mbai.
Isaac Famba.
Mimi ni Wanji Sosti.
Jina langu ni Arnold Adidi.
Jina langu ni Chris Bet.
Jina langu ni Violet Auma.
Na TV47 inapotamba, mimi Sheila Chelangat nitakuwa nikiripotia maswala yanayokuhusu wewe kila kuchao. Every Thursday 7:30 p.m. unapata nafasi kufahamu viongozi mbalimbali kutoka humu nchini, kuanzia wabunge